bitch nigga shot a real nigga. But we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it. And they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Let some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back. We ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God.
That woo-woo, something. Know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running. Swear to God, nigga.
Oh boy. Tap it in, man. TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same Johnnies. Back in the same. It ain't no black people in LAPD, huh? Like 2. It's like 3 of them niggas. It's like, damn. Back in the same, like cook crack in the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you can't get nobody's college. Tap in with the tap in. It's crazy because we're in that nigga Lush's neighborhood. Well, his own neighborhood because he can't afford to be over here no more. But that is the craziest shit ever. This is wild. Wild work. You're beautiful, though. There's always that. That's my intro. We back in LA, man. Today's going to be an unprofessional day. Don't care. I'm tired. Did a lot of traveling. Got 3 kids. Did that. And shout out to that random dude I seen in the airport who had on all red. He was like, Rich Trapper. What we doing? I got to whoop on you? Nah, man, I see you with the kids. Because you got to let me know that it's love. You feel me? Like, especially when I'm with my kids, I'm at my most dangerous when I'm with my children, as every father should be. So, let me know it's love. Let me know it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Let me know you're not a whack-a-night, so I can approach you, wooty bam and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, yeah, man, nah, man, I see you always got them kids, bro. That's right. So shout out to you, bro. Random guy in the red. He had on some white. He had on like an all red. I hit it. He had an all red sweatsuit on with the flared pants and some white and red Air Force Ones. Not red and white, all red, all white with the red checks. I was on him. I sized that whole situation up. What's happening? What we on? And then he was cool. He had braids either. I think he had braided back dreads. Shout out to bro. You was cool, bro. I hope you got to wherever you was going safely. We finna jump into this Contiana. You got Flakkiana pressing the hell out of Lush. Flakko pressed Lush like a pair.
Icon, did you know? I didn't know. Aren't they supposed to be homies and shit? I thought we were all homies, And
now Flakko pressed Lush like a pair of khakis on the first day of school.
Let's just move on to the topics. And y'all didn't do a good enough job at transitioning to the topics right when that happened. Y'all sort of egged it on some more and had to go back and forth. And I'm saying it should have been hey, bro, you want to move on? Let's move on to the topics. But y'all egged it on. Even as 2. Even at like the 4-hour mark, right? When it got like, right? And you said, well, okay, suspect, like, and like you asked me, like, what exactly made you want to do it? I'm like, bro, they already got over like their back and forth. Why even ask him, right, like, what made you want to, like, do this, like, podcast, right? I felt like we should kind of, like, just staying away from, like, the Brandon and Sus topic after the 4-hour mark.
I have the worst cut in my ear. That thing hurt.
Fair point. But to both of those, you made two. The first point you made, I definitely could see why people would think, okay, we should have gone to the topics quicker at that point. However, keep in mind, and I will take responsibility, there's clearly going to be an energy between Brandon and myself as far as back and forth. So I'm leaning a little bit towards not, like I said earlier, not looking like a bitch, because I made I made a resolution to myself that no more markouts. Nobody is gonna mark me out. It's happened far too many times. You feel me?
The last one that marked you out. Huh?
My ass.
Yo, when the grown man says no more markouts, they marked me out too many times. Bro, you got it. Life is yours, bro. You got it. Life is yours. Nobody wants a problem with you, man. You got it. You have problems bigger than all of us.
Hole is so wide that I don't even fart when I shit. I've been marked out so many times on this podcast. So it's not happening anymore. I'm getting
right?
So the poop just
metaphorically,
falls out of you?
it just falls. I'm getting vaginal rejuvenation surgery, so I can't allow this to get
You mean anal rejuvenation?
whatever you want to call it.
Broden got marked out so many times, he claiming coochie. Like, Broden got marked out so many times, he is full-blown going through a transition. My nigga said, I'm getting vaginal reconstruction surgery. You are a boy, Damien. You are a boy. You are a boy. You are a boy. You are a boy. I'm not even sure, like... Ooh, you niggas is weird, boy.
In Africa, they put like gasoline inside their vaginas.
It might be an advanced technique for all we know.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT about it.
Yeah, please.
Anyway, I just want to say, much respect to Suspect. I'm not gonna get on here and diss him or have anything negative to say about him, but after last night, to me, it's just clear as day. This was a decision that we had to make. So
Now, okay, and I feel that. And to your second point, though, Flakko, the reason why I was trying to have a full circle moment. I thought that we had survived and weathered the storm by that point. Now let's reanalyze why this started and how silly it is and how great it is, this triumphant moment for Suspect. Because the whole reason when Brandon called for this on our debate, this whole thing started with Brandon's idea in our debate. We're gonna do we're gonna do Brandon and LBC Messiah and Viral Way versus Lush and Almighty Suspect. That was the original concept. That's what I brought. That's what I don't think so at all.
they didn't really get involved.
Debate what, though? Again, like, what are you
There
and
was a few
Suspect-
different topics that were discussed.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have been
Games.
discussed. Like, well, in me versus Brandon went great, and the numbers are pretty good too. You
But
feel me?
you
Like,
and Suspect have, but Suspect and Viraway, they have, I guess, like, similar views on gangbanging. Brandon and you probably have similar views on gang. So like, I guess I don't see, like, the logic between
no,
you and Suspect
so
from
if
the
you
jump.
watch the pod, you would see that me and Brandon look at gangbanging very differently.
Yeah.
Remember, Brandon used to be a gang member that
Of course.
dropped his flag. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm
But
somebody
Viraway,
that.
I wonder if you would tell that to Brandon's face. I wonder if you would look him in his face and you would say that. I wonder. Because there's a lot of spicy activity going on. I wonder how spicy it gets.
and you probably have the same opinion on gangbanging.
More so, yes.
So where? Okay. So
It
where
doesn't
was
matter
the
but it doesn't matter. That was the original concept that Brandon proposed. I was here for it. I thought it would be exciting. In fact, we came to you as the first person. I said,
hell no.
Flakko, we would like his. This is Brandon's suggestion as well, and I
So
agreed.
Sus was supposed to be on that debate?
Not the original debate.
Oh.
During that debate, Brandon
Yeah.
said, for part 2, I want to spin the block and I want to do me, Viral Way, and LBC Messiah versus Lush and Almighty. I said,
What I
let's
said.
fucking run it, right? I said, this is great. I tell Almighty, and what I told Almighty on the pod, and this is the last time we spoke prior to him being on the pod yesterday, was, hey, this is how I know you're doing good. A lot of people really fucking with the Thursday show. People are fucking more with the news now that you're on it, despite your, volatility and
Brandon is going to take over No Jumper.
outbursts. People are kind of fucking with you, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel like what's going to take you to elevate to the next level of podcasting is to show that you're able to have a conversation with somebody you don't like and don't get along with in a non-confrontational manner and wind up walking away, like, and people are going to see the full extent of your intellectual power. And that's what I wanted him to show. And it was successful until the last 5 minutes.
Okay, wait. So the last time you talked to him about that was when y'all was on the news together, right?
Correct.
Cool. And then y'all was trying to text him and couldn't reach him because his phone never changed, right?
No, I didn't call him and try to reach him.
No, okay, but I think like Josh said that, and he texted him, but he couldn't.
Per
reach him,
my
right?
understanding.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I texted you too.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were in the same group text.
Okay.
Yes.
So hence.
But yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So then I'm saying, so the last time anyone spoke to him about this idea was on the news. Y'all couldn't reach him, and y'all still move forward with it's a good idea to put them on without even confirming.
Well,
Hey, Flakko is making a hard press at Lush. Lush is too slow to see what's going on. Flakko is slowly pushing Lush out the way. Little by little, Flakko is now pushing Lush 100% out of the way. You see the indirect, the passive-aggressive press? And he's doing it in a way that makes it seem like, well, I'm just looking for the betterment of the company. Nah, you don't like that nigga because he let everybody know that you was the boy named David Jala and you was out there taking that thing from that thing. You feel me? You was out there taking that thing from that girl. So, that's that. But with that being said, Lush, you better step your game up, bro, because Flakko on your helmito.
here's the thing, bro did recently change his number, and I don't think that the thing is suspects communication.
They confirm, right?
Well, to be
saw
fair,
the flyer on Instagram. That's how he even found out.
So yeah, Suss's communication is a bit sporadic sometimes. Like he'll go for a while without responding and then respond, and then so I don't think that anybody thought it was abnormal that he wasn't.
My thing is, like, I'm just seeing people, like, objecting to my decision in the chat and everything. And I understand that Suss has fans. He has people who really like him. Obviously, there's people who don't like him as well. But put yourself in my shoes. If you had somebody who had at least 2 violent outbursts and a couple of other moments where it almost seemed like it was going to get there, you wouldn't make the same decision? If you can't put yourself in my shoes, then chances are you're a little fucking kid who just doesn't have the ability to think about it from somebody else's perspective. Because to me, this is the most obvious thing in the world. I can think of a million examples. When Van Lathan was at TMZ, I don't think there was no video or anything. We don't know exactly how this went down. There was a video?
Yeah, like he came up from behind and kind of gripped the dude's neck and was like,
right.
Hey, if you ever see this. Well, Van wasn't trying to hurt him, though.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like that situation is not in any way comparable. Like, it's not like Van, like...
It's never all right to put your hands on somebody in the workplace. What? If we're at work and you decide to put your hand on my neck and tell me don't I ever anything, boom, bop, bing, boom, boom, bop, bam. The type of ammo you wouldn't understand. What do you mean you finna... What, nigga? You tripping. What's up with you, bro? You tripping.
Went off punching him in the face. Suspect killed me in the face like 10 times. And then that shit last night, he spit and pulled out a knife. I mean, think about what TMZ's standard was. TMZ's standard was Van Lathan can't work here anymore because he aggressively grabbed somebody's neck and made a threatening style comment to him. To me, that indicates how obvious this decision was, because I'm thinking that Van Lathan was probably a very, very high-level, valuable employee to TMZ at that time, and they let him go over that shit. For me, it's like, by giving Suspect a second chance after the Kelpie thing, I have looked at that decision multiple times over the years and just thought, damn, why did I... that was way too forgiving.
Random. How come Lush ain't making fun of Adam for having who wears short shorts, you wear short shorts? At least Brandy was clearly coming from working out in combat sports and all that. Adam just over here looking like the girls with the Daisy Dukes on. And Flakko's looking at him with lust and desire. This is a crazy cast, man. This is a crazy cast. Real quick, man. Today's episode of Trap News Network is brought to you by Dab Daddies. Big shout out to Dab Daddies. Hit that up. Like, comment, subscribe. Tap in with Dab Daddies, man. Good Dab Daddies. Tap in with that.
To just let it go and just let him be back in a couple weeks or whatever. And then taking that to the next level yesterday, I'm sorry. It's just, this was the easiest decision. It was just an obvious decision. My question moving forward, what do you think the Suspect will do? What do you think the future of him as a podcaster, content creator, et cetera, is? Because
he's very bright.
There's many homes out here. There's many different collectives.
How long before the mother freaking the bacon figs holler at him and try to get him over there.
Is that their diss name?
I don't know. I just
Bacon
thought it was-
figs?
Bacon figs.
Yeah.
Bacon pigs.
Yeah, nah, but he's not really like, but he's not really like, I don't feel like Suspect will like, go down the path of like doing 100 videos, this and right. I feel like what is he'll probably do filming like the streaming stuff, like the rap stuff and the girl stuff.
So, look, I know some. Well,
I just don't want to say the word because that's
No, but that's the
Right?
thing though. Like Sus,
So he's on saying that Almighty Suspect is resorting to going back to pimping. Flakko just said that Almighty Suspect don't got nothing cracking in his life but going back to pimping.
is number one. He's a money motivated person. If you
Yeah.
know him at all, like
Yeah.
he's gonna get to the bag,
Yeah.
however he get to it. To me, like it sucks as someone that cares about him to see this taken away from him because
he cared about it.
He cared about it a lot more than he let on, and no jumper.
Yeah, No Jumper is his bread and butter. No Jumper is how he takes care of his children. No Jumper is how he takes care of his lifestyle. He needs this job, and you lost your job over something childish and buffoonish. You didn't do what you were supposed to do, Almighty Suspect. Oh.
Is more than just like whatever income you make on a monthly basis. It affords you a lot of other opportunities. And if you're someone that's a hustler like Sus, you know how to capitalize and maximize off of that as
he's
far
still
as
young, man.
features.
Hello,
et cetera.
Munchy B.
Hey, what y'all live or are you just kicking it?
Yeah, we're live right now.
All right, man, we about to the next one, though. Y'all know the deal. It's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Lush, Flakko's finna get you up out of here. We gone.